What this high-octane energy slam dunk does is off the charts. It sends fans and athletes alike to a frenzy. And what's the best thing about it is if you are good at it, you'll be a part of the history like no other. Since the playoffs began, there have been nearly 700 dunks by the players, and the majority of the sports analysts are fiercely recording those moments and tally them all in order to determine who will reign supreme. Thumping your way are the top 10 best dunks of the NBA in 2020. But before we get started, please be sure to like and subscribe to Sports Stars, and click the bell to be updated with our newest videos. Kawhi Leonard did it again and stapled himself at the 10th spot.
Kawhi Leonard!
One of the more ludicrous ones was that Kawhi would dunk with his left hand. Why? Because he routinely does it for no sound reason. He could dunk with his right hand, but instead, he shuffles the ball across Maxi Kleber's body from one hand to the other. This is one of the life's greatest mysteries, and one of the favorite things about watching Kawhi play, because we will never know which hand he uses to slam.
Uh-oh, backhand. Here comes Howard! He did it with the left hand!
On the 9th of our list is none other than the 2020 Slam Dunk champ, Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah, you know, just I know I'm warmed up. Yeah, I know I'm warmed up. Okay, all right, I'm not mad at that.
We have to admit, Derrick Jones Jr. might be the most modest great in-game dunker in NBA history. His most common position is fixed, a cornerback shooter calmly waiting for his turn to hit a spot-up three. This putback looks a little bit ordinary compared to some of the other dunks on this list. But let's remember that this is the man who leaped over the back of a center who had an inside position.
Lineup for Miami. A second on the shot clock. Bam, missed it. Jones with a dunk of the day. Oh.
Hammering his way to the 8th place is no other than Damian Lillard.
7 and 40% for Beasley.
Lillard!
Something is satisfying about seeing a slam this clean performed by the smallest player on the floor over its tallest. It's like a combination of beauty and madness. Hail to Damian Lillard, who was the best player in the bubble before his Portland Trail Blazers physically disintegrated.
But when I look out at what you would want your NBA player to look at.
Tilting his way on the 7th spot is Donovan Mitchell.
Runs it to Burks. Catch and shoot three. No. Rebound. Oh!
This leaves us to guess if Mitchell knew exactly what's gonna happen to Denver Nuggets. We are sure that he is, after he slung himself off Rudy Gobert's high screen and saw Nikola Jokic in no man's land, ready to assist him.
Gobert to clear it out. Mitchell. Oh, he punches it home.
It was after the second dribble when he spins Jokic around but keeps the ball tight and on the shortcut towards the rim. It was a split second before his knees twisted and his entire body prepared to strike gravity across its face, or was it? Whatever the answer, this was the basketball force in its most pleasing form.
Because of the quick hands of the Pistons' smaller guys. Oh.
Coming to the 6th spot is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
First points in the game.
Yes!
It never gets old. If you're not convinced about his slamming power, here are the 2 things that might change your mind. 1. The 2-time MVP starts above the key with Garrett Clark Jr. in a firm position and several Orlando Magic defenders loaded up either in the paint or a step outside it.
Vucevic averaged a double-double, 19.6 points. Oh my! Forget about Vucevic.
And 2, Giannis only needs 1 dribble, which hits the hardwood above the free throw line before he drops Clark with an elongated Euro step.
A victory in Milwaukee is up 3 games to 1. Giannis, Euros, hammer.
Turns his right arm to a flagpole and then lifts the ball as a solid 6 inches above the highest point Nikola Vucevic has ever been able to reach. Giannis held around long enough to make a few unlikely dunks look completely ordinary, as only he can.
Right about that. Again.
Now the knife is hot.
We're almost halfway through the list. Have you made yours too? Let's continue to compare notes and see if we come to the same conclusion as to who gets the top spot. So stick around as we bring you more of the best slam dunks in 2020. Bam Adebayo's powerful two-hand slam gave them a brighter chance to reach the finals. That's why he deserves to be in the 5th place on this list.
Adebayo drives down the lane and the flush.
It was evident in Game 6 of Eastern Conference Finals, with over 6 minutes left and the Miami Heat down by 1. By the time the ball hit the floor, it felt like the series was over. Adebayo's dunk is a close second compared to what Jason Tatum did in Game 1. It implies a decade of Adebayo's upsetting opponents, with pace, control, and hops that should be forbidden.
17-point lead for them. It was a 2-point Sacramento lead at the half. Bam!
Reaching the 4th place goes to Michael Porter Jr.
It's a new career high for him. Morris inside.
His game features a splash of turnovers, 3-point shots that others would shy away from, and a bounce that makes Denver's future feel brighter than any team in the league. This dunk is remarkable, mainly because it is expected. Porter Jr. has Nikola Jokic wide open in the corner, but couldn't even see him. There was never going to be a soft floater or twisting layup. The moment Porter Jr. drove by Green, it was all or nothing, and somehow he pulled it off.
They double him on the wing. Porter taking it home.
Flashing on the 3rd place is none other than Jaylen Brown.
Siakam has to kick it back out. Tatum comes up with the steal. Tatum bounce pass. Brown for 2.
No extended dribbles, no lob. To dunk from where Boston Celtics Jaylen Brown corrals Marcus Smart's bucket pass. He has to build his own advancing speed with 1 step before liftoff. It's a swift message they sent to Toronto Raptors that Game 5 just finished, even if it was just starting.
By Tice. Brown with it. Got Smart running to his right. Gives it right back, and Brown throws it!
Have you already predicted who will be the top 2 on our list? If your guess is as good as mine, then touché. This proves that the Sun King will always reign in 2 places.
James controls it. James all the way in for the slam! LeBron James!
Here's LeBron James on the 2nd and 1st place of our list with his unforgettable slams.
Caruso. Good pass, and James hammers one home.
LeBron defies everything we know about the aging process and athletic decline. And so his best 2 dunks are better than everybody else's.
Back out Robinson, stolen by James. James drives, goes inside and throws it.
At the age of 35, he has chased that ghost ever since he joined the league. Yet he has never entered a dunk contest. But even so, with the recent season, he has proven his worth without a question. It looks like James lived up to his name. LeBron is of African origin, which means king.
From downtown, here comes LBJ!
Do you agree with the list, or did we miss any awesome ballers? Share it to us by leaving a comment below. If you like this video, then show us some love by liking and subscribing to Sports Stars. And click the notification bell for the updates. Better visit our channel to watch our awesome past videos that you'll surely love. Thanks for watching.